Hello, it's Dr. Brian McDonough with some good news and bad news. Let me start with the bad. The bad is Omicron's doubling every other day, and there might be 1 million cases of Omicron in the country per day as we move forward. It's about as bad as it gets. Now, the good news Omicron seems to be no more aggressive than Delta. If you've been fully vaccinated and boosted, it seems to have limited impact on you. You might get sniffles, sneezes, or whatever, some minor symptoms, but it's not going to be the dramatic cases when we first got COVID and no one was vaccinated. We've had 458 million doses of vaccine given since December 13th of 2020, and that's all positive. The only people I fear for right now are those who are not vaccinated. And I've been down that road before. You understand, but understand greater if you make the choice to be hesitant, you now are at significant risk of getting the virus, significant risk of ICU admissions and dying. The hospitals are filling with people who are not vaccinated. Okay, so you can read the numbers, people can do tricks with things, but the reality is that's the case. Enough said about that. For the holidays, I suggest if you're fully vaccinated, you think you have symptoms, I would get tested before I went to a party just to make sure that I'm not putting anyone else at risk. If you're vaccinated, you can get the virus. You get it for a shorter amount of time, and it protects you from getting very sick. I would also suggest when you wear masks and social distance, try to have a good time and know that if everyone's vaccinated, beyond the fact you might get exposed to the virus and get it, we're not going to have disaster come out of it like a year ago. If people are unvaccinated, all bets are off. The last thing that I want to say that's really important is we're going to get there. The mere fact we have another virus that appears to be the same and maybe not even as strong is a good sign. The fact that we are getting more people vaccinated is a good sign. That's how we're going to get past this. We will have vaccines for quite some time, but hopefully we'll never have the run of deaths we've had in the last 2 years. And the more we can convince those not vaccinated to get vaccinated, that will also decrease the number of deaths. It's just a matter of people buying in and making choices. So have a great holiday and understand we're far better off than we were a year ago.